Well, hello, hello, hello. How is everybody? Hello, Miss Bridget. How are you? Make sure we've got this thing set up. All right. I just got the notice that we are coming. Still doesn't show that I'm live. It's so funny how long it takes for it to show up as live on here. But eventually it will be. Eventually it will be. How's everybody? There goes. There it goes. There it goes. How's everybody this evening? All right. We are official. It is official. We are live. How are you doing, Miss Bridget? Are you all ready for Christmas? I am not. I still have things I'm supposed to be making. Hi, Amy. I know. Is it pretty, my little Christmas tree? It does flashy lights, but I always try to avoid flashy lights when we're on here. What does that thing do? It's got this new little symbol down there, and I don't know what it means. I'm trying to avoid it. Trying to avoid that. Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. Second day of Yule. Second day of Yule. I am just tired. That's what I am. I will have to look that up and see what that's all about, because that sounds interesting. Find my hook. Find my hook. Here we go. Hello, Miss Amy. What's everybody working on? I know Bridget's working on making yarn, dyeing yarn, making bags. I've been sewing, well, not a lot, a little bit of sewing, not a ton. It hurts to sew, it hurts to crochet, everything hurts. Everything hurts. I have got too much junk over here. I have too much stuff over here. Let me move some things. That's going to be more better. One of the things that I was going to talk about tonight, just for fun, not yet, of course, but just for fun, I brought a bunch of bits over, and I was going to talk about upcoming projects and ongoing projects, because I thought that'd be fun to talk about, so you guys can all yell at me about all of my whips. Tonight you're working on a sweater and a mosaic blanket. See, now that's too far away. Oh, I know what I can do. I'll change into my computer glasses. Except they're so filthy I can't see through them. Ooh, I can fix that though. Oh, Amy's working bingo. Whose bingo are you working at, Amy? Speaking of bingo, tomorrow is a very important bingo. Do not miss it. Do not miss tomorrow's bingo. Oh, that's ever so much better. It's going to take a minute for that to focus in. Okay. Now what have I done with? Where's my hook? You know how it is. We spend all our time looking for our hook. Oh, I'm so proud of you. So proud of you, Bridget. Yes, I know. Only four. Although I gotta say, I'm basically just working on this. This is all because I finished my hat, and I haven't started the next one yet. And this has a deadline, although it's still a ways off. It has a deadline, and I don't know what the deadline is, because again, this is the wedding shawl for my soon-to-be granddaughter, and they're getting married in May, but I want to give this to her at her shower, and I don't know when the shower is going to be. So that's why I have assumed that kind of my own made up deadline of February. So 4 crochet whips, a knit whip, and several bags half done. So I'm curious, one day, one color done. How long does it take you to do one of your bags, Bridget? I'm curious because I'm just comparing to mine. Oh, big ideas. You don't have to tell me. You do not have to tell me. Oh, here comes Miss Cheryl. Yay! Here's Miss Cheryl. Yay!
Hello.
We weren't sure if she was going to make it.
Oh, I've been run off my feet for days.
Oh, poor thing.
And you can probably tell I'm not in my usual room because my son's coming home, so I had to clear everything out of there, which is where I do my videoing. And this is the room that's echoey because it's almost empty. It's the one we're renovating. So yeah, you can see patches on the wall.
Oh.
But hey,
good. I'm so glad you made it.
Long.
Oh, I know. It seems like it's been forever.
Yeah.
Forever. Well,
I ran to the shops this morning.
Did you?
Spent probably on food for the week that my son's here. Probably spent as much as I spend in 6 weeks. Hi, Amy.
Oh, wow. Well, you've got me beat, Bridget. I'm pretty impressed with that. It still takes me a good solid 3 to 4 hours to get one done. So I'm getting much better, much better. But
do you do it process wise, Bridget? Like, do you do all of the same steps and then move on to the next step?
To Australia.
Be quiet.
I thought it was echo. I thought I was echoing back to myself.
Yeah, and that's what I was doing when I was doing a bunch of them. But I found that I was getting mixed up with my parts. I'm like, okay, where did this go and where did that go? And so I finally quit doing that even and just went back to just cutting everything out for one bag and doing the whole thing and moving on to the next one. Because none of mine are, each one is different. Each fabric is different. Yeah, one step at a time.
So you don't need to change the bobbin or the top.
Well, and I do that. I do all of my black thread and then in all of my white thread. I do that. But I found myself missing pieces and losing track of stuff. And hello, Miss Linda. I was trying to batch work on things. But I'll tell you what really saved me was when Mr. put up the cutting table for me. That was a game changer, an absolute game changer, because it was the right height.
You go.
Well, it was the right height, and it didn't hurt my back anymore, and so and I had room to spread out my cutting board, and it just made all the difference. Just made all the difference for me.
When my son was in kindergarten, all of the parents had a volunteer role to do, and I volunteered to do the sewing, any mending of things that needed done. Well, this particular year, they wanted new curtains, and I had to shop for, and this is like, I think there were about 22 drops of curtains to go around the whole thing. And the only place I had to cut it out on was our bed, but I had to take the mattress off, so it was even lower. So it was on the inner strip. My back, I mean, I was younger then, but my back felt like it was 90 by the time I finished. And then I really enjoyed doing it after it was all cut out. But yeah, I feel for you if your table was lower than you needed it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the craft room. Yeah. Well, and that's it. And, at first I was cutting them on the dining room table, and it was just it was just a little too low. And then he made a in the kitchen, he made a, what do you call that thing in the kitchen, hun?
It's an island.
Like an island. And it was the right height, but it wasn't exactly level. So it was just the tiniest bit rounded. And I never noticed it until I was trying to cut on it. And that didn't work. And then at the shop, they were just a little bit too high. And I'm like, oh, this is driving me insane. And then we brought in a folding table that I use at the craft fairs, and he set it up in the living room, basically right next to the couch. And I'm like, and it's the perfect height, absolute perfect height. And so it went from a cutting table to Christmas, it became a wrapping table, and now it's back to a cutting table. And I'm almost done. I literally have one more present to make. And then, power cutters. See, I thought about that too. If I was going to be doing a lot, if I did as much as you do, I would get some power cutters. Yeah.
I haven't heard of a power cutter. Is that like
they're like scissors, but they're battery operated or yours are electric. But it's like fabulous, because I'm using my rotary, and I'll tell you what, that's wearing on me too, because I've put so much pressure on it, and then it'll slip and mess it up. But yeah, if I was doing as much as you do, I would get some of those power cutters. Absolutely.
I haven't heard of power cutters before.
Yeah. Rechargeable. Okay. They use them at Joann's at the fabric store, and they just zip right through the stuff. So how does it work?
Regular old scissors?
Yeah. Well, when I got a good pair of scissors, I couldn't believe the difference. Bridget, how does that work? How well do they work on more intricate stuff, or is the most of the stuff you're doing more just like squares and rectangles? Because I mean, really, that's mostly what I'm cutting is squares and rectangles when I think about it. Is something running?
No.
Oh, she might be taking a shower. Morgan's home already. Because I thought about that when I was cutting out stuff when I was making Morgan some pajamas, and I wished I had some of those then, because I did those out at the shop because I needed the room to make the long cuts. But
what are you working on tonight? Is that the wedding shawl?
Wedding shawl, yeah.
How's your arm been holding up, or your shoulder?
I'll tell you what I did just a minute ago. I reached over to unplug the iron. Oh, it just about took me down. That pain went right through my shoulder, and I just about went down. This is all I have left of my third skein.
Okay.
So
getting there.
And so they'll cut corners really fast, but it's a learning club. You have to be mindful of your time. Yep. Okay. So I ordered, and I don't have it here, it's at the shop, but I watched TL Yarncraft, I think that's her name, did a video about an electric yarn winder. And I've had my eye on one for some time now, but the good ones, there's one brand, and it's a really good one. And anytime you go to a yarn store and they have one, that this is the brand that they have. The problem is they're $550, and I just can't. Not even for the shop. And yeah, Tori. So she, a few weeks ago, maybe a month or so ago, she had a video about reviewing one, and she already had one, and she liked it. And then they did an upgrade. They came out with a new model. So she was reviewing the new model, and she liked it. She's, mostly was good. One of the things she said was she could actually wind it herself faster. But for me, fast isn't the issue. It's this of my shoulder. And just making sure it even did the job, because the reviews of the ones I had looked at online were that they just flat didn't do the job at all. And so she reviewed it and she said, yeah, it works. It works great. And she had a coupon. And so I ordered the thing, and with shipping and tax and all the things, it came to like $60. Well, that's what a good ball winder is going to cost you anyway.
Yeah.
So I ordered the thing. It took a long time to get here. And so it finally got here. And then, of course, I was insanely busy, and it took me a couple of weeks to even open it up. And so I opened it up over the weekend because I needed to wind more yarn. And I knew that this fingering weight was going to take me some time to wind. And I was very, very pleased with it. It's a little, okay. And I'm going to do a video on it, but I'll just let you guys know. It was a little temperamental, much more so than what she showed in her video. But she's probably used to using it more than I was. One thing I did not take into account was the fact that it's got to be plugged in. So, and it's USB, but it still has to be plugged in. And so you got to set this thing up somewhere where you got to plug in. Well, maybe in her little workroom, it's right there. But at the shop, my plugins are way over there, They're nowhere near where I'm used to setting up to wind yarn. So that was a little bit of a trick for me, but I finally figured that out. That was probably the worst thing for me. Okay. And so then I wound a ball of 4-weight and a 5-weight, and it worked fine. It did best on the 4-weight. And then I did this 1-weight, and I had it set up on the Swift, and it kept stopping. Like it would go through a couple of rounds and it would stop. Well, it was because it was on the same level as the Swift, because the ball winder is attached to the table. So then I went and I got, I don't know, a bin or something, and I put it up higher than the Swift and then let it go. And then it worked much better, because if it gets the tiniest bit of tension, the tiniest bit of tugging, it would just stop. And then, good. Yeah, it is. I mean, that's good. And then so you would turn the dial down and turn it back up again, and it would start again. So, and that sucker is big. So I wound an entire ball of the fingering weight, which, is like 400 and some yards. It's 100 grams. And I thought to myself, this thing's got plenty of room on it. I wonder if it'll do a second ball. 200 grams. No problem whatsoever.
Cool.
I was very pleased about that.
Yes.
And I think I could have done a 3rd ball on there.
My only concern, 2 balls would probably be okay. 3 balls, you might find as you're using it, it'll start to collapse in on itself because of the size, as it gets hollow in the center.
Yeah.
If it's a center pull.
That's true. Well, I wouldn't use this as a center pull. I would go on the outside.
Oh, well, definitely 3. Yeah, definitely 3 would be good.
Yep. I'm absolutely using this as an outside pull. And it did a beautiful job making the ball. An absolute beautiful job. And I have used my my regular, what's the brand?
Is it a Stanwood?
Stanwood. And I have had to fight to keep it from slipping down underneath the thing, even to get 100 grams. So I was very, very pleased with that thing. And I'll do a video. I'll do a video on it.
And $60 is quite reasonable.
Very pleased.
Compared to 500. Oh.
Compared to 500. And I went on Amazon, and there it was. Right there on Amazon. Same price. And they had a purple one on Amazon. So when I do my video, I'll tell you, go use my link.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I was real pleased with it. it's got a nice weight to it. It didn't bounce around or anything. I was real pleased with it. Very, very pleased. So, and it is, you probably could wind faster yourself, especially a bigger ball. But that, for me, that isn't the issue. It's me getting tired is the issue. And I'm not going to turn that thing on and wander off. I'm going to sit right there with it and babysit, just like I would, anything. But
and there's a downside to hand cranking really fast, even mechanically cranking really fast, is it stretches the yarn, like it's really tight. So if you do it really, really fast, the next you should redo it again, but at a slower speed, not speed.
I have heard that before. Even this, I should redo it again a second
especially
time.
if you want to store them not in the hank but as a cake, then it really helps to not have them tightly spun.
Yeah. Well, I was always told you don't wind your yarn until you're ready to use it anyway.
Yes.
So, and this is I'm ready to use it. So, but yeah, I'm really quite pleased with that little thing for the price. And so now I'm comfortable with, if somebody buys yarn and they want me to wind it up for them in the shop, I'm like, no problem. No problem.
My Swift is the back of two chairs. So the chairs are back to back, and then it's over that.
So I bought a Swift for the store, and now I've got that yarn winder for the store. So that's going to help. That is going to help a lot.
Yes, especially if you're going to be doing it regularly. Like, I don't use many hanks, not enough to warrant getting a Swift. And I don't mind hand cranking them, but yeah. Oh, goodness. So what's the weather been like over there?
Oh, it's cold and rainy and icy, but no snow.
We've got the sun now again, so that's good. We got flooded in last week.
Yeah.
I don't know how many, maybe 12 inches of rain over the period of about 5 days. And it just got too much for all the little creeks and streams, and we couldn't get out of our property, and we couldn't obviously get to town, which is okay. We're pretty recluse anyway. But
kangaroos like it.
Out today, managed to do some shopping. But it's steamy because it's like a marsh, really. Everything.
Oh. What do the kangaroos think about all the water?
Oh, they don't mind. Actually, I think that little clip I said it's still raining, I sent it to you. If you look, those little brown blobs, they're all the kangaroos in the driveway. I feel sorry for them. I want to go out with little umbrellas for them, but hey, they don't care.
Have one.
Yeah, he wants you to send him one.
Okay, no worries.
No.
We'll send Big Red.
Yeah.
They're the ones that are over 6 feet tall and are muscly. They're really muscly.
Wow.
But, yeah, they're probably closer to 7 feet, actually.
That's a lot.
Yes.
That is a lot. I'm going to have a heartburn pill, I think. I took my pills this morning, but I'm starting to get them. Oh, it's 38 in Georgia. Good Lord, Linda. That's not normal. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, you'd have to be careful with that. So, yeah, we're live, Miss Morgan. Morgan needs to be on here.
You didn't put on your pajamas.
Not yet. I should have. I thought about it. Oh, I got the cutest new jammies. They are so cute. They've got little cowgirls on them, and they've got cactuses with Christmas lights. So darn cute.
Need anything else?
Miss Morgan got them for me.
I think I'm going to make popcorn in a little bit.
Woohoo!
Green and pink.
We're getting popcorn.
Oh.
So I was thinking about my upcoming projects. I was thinking about making a list. Oh, you got your jammies on.
Yeah.
Did you get twice?
It's too hot.
top is not too hot.
It's way too hot.
They're so cute.
Aren't they?
They got cowboy boots with hats, and
And the cowgirls are very saucy.
they're very saucy cowgirls.
They feel like almost pin.
I'll wear them tomorrow night. I'll wear them to bingo. So bingo is a pajama party bingo.
Oh, okay. Oh, phew. It's always such a hassle having to get changed
I know.
for these lives.
Pajama party bingo tomorrow. Tomorrow is a very special bingo. It's Christmas bingo. It's pajama party bingo. It's special announcement bingo. All the things. Pajama party bingo. I like that idea.
Glad you thought of it.
I'm glad you thought of it. Miss Morgan will be at work, right?
Tomorrow?
No, that's Monday. That's Tuesday. They're switching her hours around for Christmas Eve time.
I volunteered to be an elf tomorrow, so I probably won't be home.
Oh, so you'll be at work tomorrow. She's going to be an elf.
Because I have 8 kids worth of Christmas presents to wrap.
Oh, yes. You're going to be wrapping Christmas presents. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm. Well, a bunch of us are doing it, and we're going to make it a little party.
That'll be nice.
Yeah.
That'll be nice. So she's going to go into work with a bunch of the other people and wrap presents for all the kids.
Nice.
Oh, Amy will be at work, so probably she can't wear her pajamas. Probably not.
Kittens are
You could
so-
try, Amy. They might send you home.
That's true.
Come
That
back
might
when you're appropriately dressed. And go back after Christmas, day
Yeah,
after Boxing
so-
Day or something.
Linda, you'll have to be in your Christmas pajamas because you're going to have to tell us what your Christmas pajamas look like.
Probably 8 weeks, maybe two months ago, yeah. Maybe 3. Kmart brought out their
Awkward.
Christmas pajamas for us.
Mm-hmm.
They were flannelette and long sleeved. And everyone's going like, why? Who's wearing these? No one's wearing, like not in summer you weren't. No. Not
I
when
do.
it's 90 odd degrees.
I do. I still wear my flannels in the summer because everybody's got their houses so cold. I'm freezing.
Our house is not cold.
In the summer,
Go on the record.
you guys have this stupid air conditioning running and I freeze to death.
We're at 74.
Yeah, that's too cold.
It's 74.
Oh,
right
74 is perfect.
There's no arguing with her. Don't you guys know?
We have the AC battles. I don't want the air conditioning turned on until it's 85. They want
Okay.
it on at 70.
Robbin's actually secretly a lizard.
Only because turning it on at 70 means there's less energy to keep it at that temperature.
I
Whereas
don't,
to get it
I don't
down
want it
from
that
86.
temperature. I want it 85.
You'd have to do a conversion. of
Perfectly
range
comfortable at 85.
10.
I don't see the need to turn it into a.
No, you're crazy, Robin.
No.
No, 85 is way too hot.
Now for a match. Light a cigarette.
I have to. Yeah, we had some.
No.
No, we chased him away.
Was it the guy with blonde hair
Yes.
in pajamas?
I don't know if he had on. We had some strange man come to the door.
Mm.
Excuse
Yeah.
me, do you have a match or a lighter? No, go away.
I don't know, but
As he's trying to look in the house to see what we got inside.
Really?
Mr. chased him away, and then he went across the street. And I told Mr. I go, he's over across the street at the widow ladies. And so he chased her away. He chased him away from her house.
Mm.
Look, it's Miss Amber,
Oh, hey, Amber.
who was
Oh,
coming
74
on
is
today.
perfect. Absolutely. That's what I've got my aircon set on at the moment. 75, which is 23 degrees for us.
Mm.
Yes. It will get a bit chilly soon, but not after spending hours out this morning in the heat. It's probably, let's see.
Miss Linda, you don't have any Christmas pajamas? I cannot believe that.
Yeah. Robbin will
I
share.
bet you Miss Amber has Christmas pajamas.
Robbin will share.
It's about 102 here at the moment.
Oh, I love it.
No,
Love it.
no.
Miss Karen, tomorrow is during bingo. It's Christmas pajama night. Everybody wear your Christmas pajamas.
I don't have Christmas pajamas. I'm with
What
you,
is
Linda.
wrong with you people?
We just generally don't wear pajamas.
Well, that could be.
I
What?
guess I tend to be, I can't be bothered spending money on something for a week's worth of use.
Oh, I would
It
wear
would
them.
be-
I would wear them for several months. I don't care. I'm going to wear my new ones for months and months and months. I'll probably be wearing them in July. I have so many Christmas shirts. Okay, so this is today's Christmas shirt.
How is that Christmas?
Who knows what this is? Somebody knows what this is. Somebody knows what this is.
The only thing I'm thinking of is that the bank from It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes!
What a
Good
guess.
job. See, then at the bottom it says Bedford Falls.
Ah,
But that was too easy. I didn't want to make it easy for you. I was so excited when I got this shirt. What's
I don't think
printing?
they've actually
Printing?
played.
Are
that
you
one
printing
with me.
something?
I'm not printing anything.
The printer's going crazy over there.
I know. I hear it.
All right, who's printing? Are you guys sending something? Are you faxing me something?
No.
We had to get a new
Didn't know we
printer.
could.
You can. I can fax and scan and print and whatever the other thing is.
Photocopy.
That's it. Copy. What is it doing? It has a life of its own.
Yep. Santa's printing out his.
Santa's sending me his list.
He'll wake me up.
That's right.
in the middle of the night.
You're in charge of Spokane
I am.
delivery.
Okay. There is a lady who does.
What was it?
I don't even know if I fixed it. There's something on the scanner.
Okay, it's scanning.
Oh,
There's a lady. Okay, first, Miss Amber, what did you send me? It looks like we're making snowflakes out of popsicle sticks, perhaps. Oh, look,
Mhm.
okay. We're making snowflakes out of tongue depressors. So the grands can decorate them.
Ah, cool.
I was close. There's a lady, and the name of her website is The Salted Pearl. And I've been following her for years and years. She's one of the very first people I followed because she made a shawl. And I don't remember even why, but somehow I liked the shawl and I have the yarn. Of course, I never made the shawl, but I have the yarn. It was one of the very first patterns that I
am I allowed
downloaded.
to go in the hot tub?
Yes, no, you are not allowed to go to the hot tub. No,
Not after last time.
no.
How's
Um,
Mister's leg?
It would probably really hurt.
It might.
It would hurt a lot, actually. I know it would feel good here, but it would hurt really bad there. So no, I don't think you can go in the hot tub. So anyway, her website is called The Salted Pearl. And some years ago, she did a shawl called the Spokane Shawl. And of course, I got very excited about it and didn't make it. But I remember sending her a little message telling her how excited I was. But her sister lives here. And yesterday or Saturday or Friday, anyway, I was going through my emails, like my 12,000 emails, and up popped her thing. And so I open it like I do to see what her pattern of the week is. and there's a hat, and it's called the Spokane hat. So of course there's this much of a chance that I might actually make that hat.
Yeah, I'd be more inclined to make a hat than a shawl.
Mm-hmm. So now there's a Spokane hat, and I was very excited about that.
I might check that out.
There's not many. So it's the Salted Pearl is the name of her little thing. I wonder if I can find it on here.
Oh no! When you move rooms and you can't find anything. Oh, there we go.
I know. Okay, Salted Pearl.
I've had this pencil since my son was in 2nd grade.
Oh, that's funny.
Use it very much. Salted Pearl.
The latest hat pattern. Free, the Spokane hat.
Is it pearl as in knit stitch or oyster?
Pearl.
Salted Pearl.
It's a chunky hat, moss stitch. It's a very simple hat. To be honest, I'm not in love with the design, but
Okay, it looks like a pretty standard.
it would
hat.
be nice for I can see a guy wearing it.
Yeah, I tend to like the top-down ones so that you don't get that bunching at the top, unless you're going to put a pom on it. I don't mind.
Yeah,
if you're going to put a pom on it. But yeah, generally I prefer the top-down. Oh.
but she said something about it's called an over slip stitch ribbing.
Okay, interesting.
Oh, Miss Cheryl
Oh,
is
I'm in Queensland, Sam. I'm in Queensland, about 150 kilometres, 200 kilometres northwest of Brisbane.
So are you in Victoria? Is there a Victoria, Australia, or is that Victoria?
Victoria is a state. Victoria is a state.
In
Australia.
Australia. Because when I hear Victoria, I think British Columbia.
No.
Canada.
Mornington Peninsula is a nice area. Nice area.
Okay. So how far is Victoria from you?
So it's at the other end of the country.
Details.
It's got to be at least 1,000 kilometres, miles, maybe. Let's see. A lot of driving. Have to.
So, Sam has friends all the way in Mount Isa.
Mount Isa. Oh, okay. We're not that far north. Mount Isa is technically the largest city in Australia, but that's only land coverage. It's a mining area. It has a lot of fly in, fly out people, specialists even, like orthodontists and optometrists and all that sort of thing. Yeah. About 3,000 cats. Hi, Pinky.
Tomorrow night's bingo is a pajama party. Make sure you wear your Christmas pajamas. Pajama party. So what's everybody working on? I'm still and always working on the wedding shawl, but it's getting there. It's getting there.
It's looking good. Sam, the distance is about 2,000 kilometres from where I am to where Sam is.
That's a lot. So what are you working on, dear?
Me? Me? I'm doing a little baby blanket in cotton.
Oh, pretty.
Cotton acrylic. And I'm using the lemon peel stitch.
Oh, you like that.
I do. I like it. So yes, that's what I'm doing at the moment, and that's the yarn that I'm using. It's a
Oh, the cotton cake.
Cotton cake. Actually, cotton acrylic, 55 cotton, 45 cotton and 55 acrylic. So I've got a few of those, and I've got a couple of plain ones that I put in between as well. So I started off with the whole skein of the plain pink, and then I do all the stripes, and then I'll finish with a plain one as well, probably a mauve or something like that.
I was going to say something. What was it?
I don't know.
Oh, I know. I saw a pattern for must have been a sweater. And I thought, oh, that's very pretty. And it looks simple enough. Gee, I think I can possibly maybe do that. It was a knit thing.
Mm.
And then I saw it was the moss stitch. Well, we know that's not happening. Robbin cannot knit the moss stitch.
You'd get it by the end of the sweater. You'd have it down, and it is the sort of thing that you don't really notice too many mistakes in.
I don't know, man.
What about the one that had that was stockinette stitch but had the ribbing at the top?
Oh yeah, that's on my list. Okay. So I went over there and I dug out that basket, which I thought was full of whips. It was not.
Mm. Oh.
But what it did have in it, Miss Morgan just made popcorn. She browns the butter first, so it almost tastes like caramel corn when you make it.
Mm.
We are so spoiled over here. We being me who never has to fend for myself.
I'd help you the day that you do.
I know. I'm going to starve to death. So, do y'all remember when I was going to... Oh, Karen.
Exactly.
You would think. And then there's the Franken blanket. Here, let me show you. I just happen to have it right here. My first foray, this was really my first knit project, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Kind of. You've made a couple of hats before, but
Yeah.
using different stitches, yes.
Yeah. So here we have the Franken blanket. Looks pretty good. Yeah. This horrible monster of a blanket.
Looks
Wow.
perfectly fine from where I'm sitting.
Till you get to the moss stitch. That's supposed to be moss stitch, Karen. It is supposed to be the moss stitch. It is not. You will see that it is not.
But you see, now you're a lot more confident,
This is true.
experienced in what the stitches look like, and know.
Well, I
earlier
knew
when
the whole
something
time
doesn't
I was
look
doing it, it wasn't right. Like, this is not right. Why is this not right? And I thought, okay, I'm going to get to the other end of this blanket, and we're going to do it again. And we're going to do, it looks way better on the other end. And it was fine for a couple of rows, and then it wasn't the moss stitch anymore. It was not. I'm going to do it.
Practice on, say, some dishcloths or something like that.
I was just going to say that. I was just going to say I need to do a dishcloth. Oh,
yeah,
look.
Something that's not a huge project. It doesn't really matter if it looks great or not. Oh, your keyhole.
I'm very pleased with this.
Yeah. Any design features in this one?
Yes, there are some design features. You can see right here. There's a design feature right there. So we put one on the other side.
I like that. It breaks up the garter stitch nicely.
That's what I thought. And I don't know what the heck I did here, but I did. Where did it go? Oh, right there. I don't know what I did, but there it is. A blob. There's a blob.
Oh, yes.
I don't care. Ask me if I care. I do
You
not.
care, Robbin?
Not even a little. So, okay. It is nice and warm.
Then that's all that matters.
I'm actually going to make another one. I like it so much.
Do you like the length, or would you make it longer?
I like the length. I think it is perfect.
I
And
like
you know
short
what's-
sleeves rather than scarves.
Because I don't like scarves, and I think it's perfect for because that was week 1 of a knitting lesson from our new knitting teacher at the shop, and I think it's perfect for a new knitting project. And it's one skein of yarn. I literally had like this much left of a ball of yarn, and
Did you say it was a 4-weight?
It's
Or five?
it says it's a chunky, but it measured up as a solid 4, like the heavy end of a 4.
Mm.
Do you guys remember this? This madness?
Your Christmas stocking.
Hmm.
I remember your Christmas stocking.
I was much farther along than I thought.
No, that's about where I remember. Yeah.
Well, I just pulled out like 5 rows because somehow my count got off, and I couldn't let it go. So I pulled out a whole repeat, a whole design, because it was like this whole thing. It just wasn't working out. But I still hate it. I still hate this stitch, and I have to be doing something wrong because people do this stitch all the time, and they don't
have
hate it.
one of the pointy, like Susan Bate hooks?
Oh, look at this thing. This thing is so sharp.
Oh, okay. Because I find that's usually the.
Yeah. And what I finally have to do is I have to push through with this and then finish it off with this every stitch.
No. That'd be a big no from me.
Every stitch in order to do that. It's just way too much work. Way too much work.
You could put a little button on what you've got there and have a little.
Call it a bag.
Notions bag. Yeah. Why not? A travel one.
Yep. Because I feel like, you know me, I feel like I have to finish it. Because I really still really like the design. I don't know. I just am not loving this whole. There's that. Good Lord.
Does it have a graph?
Yeah.
A chart
Yeah.
to knit that off, crochet it off? I wonder if you could convert it to a knit pattern.
I don't see why not.
It would be easier if you're having trouble doing the single.
Yeah. But I'm supposed to be learning how to do this stitch. That's the whole reason for doing this silly thing.
Maybe just do a little design and make some Christmas coasters. Just a little part of the design.
Yeah, I could switch right now and just start knitting the thing, huh?
Yeah.
I think there's 4 of them. I was going to do all 4 of them.
You were going to do all 4.
Yeah, because I took out
10 rows a day and you would be finished, or something like that.
I was going to be finished by Christmas. I took this whole white section out because it was offset and it wasn't coming out right. I'm like, nope, I can't live with that. I tore the whole thing out. Tore that whole thing out. And it could, I mean, honestly, it could just be, again, maybe my stitches are just too tight. Because when I watched yet another video, and it said you really have to, when you're done with your stitch, you have to open it up. You've got to open it up or you're going to kill yourself doing the stitches. So I might try and do that a little bit. Because I really do. Good night, Karen. Thank you for popping in. I hope to see you tomorrow night. Wear your pajamas. course, y'all could all tell me that you're wearing the most fabulous Christmas pajamas. I would never know. I would believe all of you. I'm going to keep trying on this. I haven't given up. It's not like I have given up. So I was looking for my list. That's what I was doing when you called. So I have a list. Okay. Show of hands. I think we've done this before, and I think I'm like the only fool that does this. Who creates a list of projects for what they're going to work on for the year?
No.
Am I the only one? I know Dana does, so I'm not the only one.
Whichever way the wind blows, that's the project I do. Whatever takes my fancy at the time.
I need a pencil. Do you see a pencil over there? No, right there. That blue
Oh,
one.
Sam does.
That one. Nope. That is not a pencil. Pencil. Behind it. There we go. Thank you, Sam. Oh, yes, I know Amber does. Yay. Okay. So, just off the top of my head without finding my list, these are the things I can think of. I need a page. That doesn't have writing on it. And we're just gonna what do they call that? Brainstorm. We're just gonna brainstorm. Ooh, waiting to be made. I love it. Okay, Linda, shorty PJs. That'll work. Okay, we're just gonna brainstorm here. We're just throwing stuff out that we can think of off the top of our head.
Okay. That
either we're currently working on, we know we're going to work on, or we've thought about doing, or we've made a commitment to do. Okay? Okay. And you guys help me because you know I can't remember anything. Oh, Bridget's making a list this year. Something new. Okay, so we know we've got the wedding shawl.
Yes.
Wedding shawl. We've got the baby blanket that we've already started with the baby already born.
You've got the Alaska hat for...
Oh, yes, we have to make an Alaska hat for Morgan. Morgan.
Were you making a dress for your little 1-2-year-old? Granddaughter?
That may turn into a wedding shawl.
Slow progress on that one.
Well, the existing, I don't even know where it is. Where is that? That might be out in the motorhome. The existing one is getting torn out. I found a Bag-A-Day pattern that is much more reasonable. Yes, because 2 of my very dear friends sent me yarn to work on that. Not 1, but 2 of my very dear friends.
Shows how much you loved.
Yes. But the cool thing is now I got enough yarn that I can make both of them matching dresses.
Cool.
So, well, let's put that on dress. Let's say matching.
Oh, Bridget, that's a task.
Matching birthday dresses. We'll call that this summer's birthday.
Yeah. I like mosaic blankets to look at them. I've made a couple. And then I see the next one that I like, and then I think, oh, single crochet all the way. I just don't have time for that.
Oh, but I love the blanket.
My goodness.
Now, We're going to put this silly stocking over here on a different list.
And what is this different list called?
I don't know, but it's there.
Okay, Christy's saying,
I don't care right now.
okay.
Oh, we also that I dug out. Look what else I dug out. Amber, you're going to be so happy.
Oh, goodness. Was Amber going to do 10 of those? Sorry.
Well,
I was cutting her some slack because she's got the grandkids now.
so this is how far I got.
Nice. Yours was going to be all that color, wasn't it?
Yes, and I wished I had done. You know, I was just about to say, I wish I had done multiple colors instead of just a solid color, because I am now at a point in my world where I can handle color much better than I could before. And I am, although I've got all that yarn, how many pages am in? I am just starting part 4 because I just did that awful crab stitch. I just finished round 25. So I'm just starting part 4. So I could continue on with the gray. She's not in timeout or anything. She's just been put aside for more pressing projects. I could do a different color now. I could. Yes, that was before before poor Amber got inundated with children in her house.
Yes.
I could continue on with the gray, which I dearly love. I love that color gray.
I like that gray.
And the only reason I wished I had done some multicolors was oftentimes they have you go back to a previous row, and it's really hard to tell where that previous row is because you don't have any color changes. But I'm only 24 rows in. I could rip that sucker out and start over.
Well, why would you? Just continue from there.
You think I should just continue? Because we all know I'm never going to finish it if I rip it out and start over. Right? Who knows Robbin well enough that that's not going to happen. Okay, so that's where we are on Miss Sophie. So she's going on the continue list. Miss Sophie, Phie. We also have, what's the name of that hat? Does anybody know the name of the hat that Miss Dana wants us to do next month?
I didn't know.
Yes, there's a hat that Dana has assigned us to do. Let's see if I can find it. Dana. Don't talk. No talking, Dana. No talking. The Divine Hat, which is a free pattern on Ravelry, which I've already pulled the yarn for.
Mm-hmm.
The Divine Hat.
I've heard of the Divine Hat.
The Divine Hat. And there is the Rose City Make Along, which apparently I bought the pattern for. Because, I'll tell you why in a second.
You were drunk.
No, I was not drunk. Because usually all these make-alongs with all of these yarn shops are always knitting. Well, our friend Jennifer, who owns What's the name of her shop? I can't remember the name of her shop, but she was at the Yarny Social, and she owns a crochet knit shop, kind of like my shop, where sure you can come here and knit if you want. Don't think I'm going to be able to help you because we're crocheters here. She's kind of like that. And so she put in for this Rose City shop hop, hers is a crochet pattern and it's a mystery. And so to support the crocheters, several of us bought this pattern.
Okay.
In theory, are doing this. You should do it too, Cheryl. It starts in January.
I hate misery.
I know.
Crochet alongs.
I know. But you can do it. Let me see if I can find it.
Do we know what article it is?
Do we know what?
What sort of project it is? Is it a blanket? Is it a scarf?
It's a mystery.
Oh.
Rose City Shop Hop 24.
And when does this one start?
I think it starts I know it starts in January. And it was like it was either $6 or $8. Oh, the theme is our sky is full of stars.
Okay.
Oh, that's not right. Oh, okay. So in person, it's in March. Honey, can we go to Portland in March?
Yeah.
Fiber Rhythm for yarn. Green Tree Crochet. That's the name of her shop.
Okay.
So cute. She is so funny. We just adore her.
So what sort of supplies do you need for hers?
I think it was 3 skeins of yarn.
Okay, so it's not a blanket.
There's a good chance it's in my Ravelry because I've already purchased the blanket. The
Yarn.
No, the pattern. But we don't have it yet.
Yes.
And then there's a Zoom once a week or a couple times a week. Amy, did you join it? Deb did, but I know she's already gone to bed. Rose City. Why can't I find anything on Weird Sisters? Oh, Twice Sheared Sheep is part of it. You guys, this is something you're going to see tomorrow. I just got my order from Twice Sheared Sheep. I got some cool stuff. I've been, whatever you call it, to be able to sell their stuff for quite a while, but I just hadn't put my order in because everything I wanted to get, they were out of stock. So I finally got my stuff. I can't find it. I wonder if I can find it on my Ravelry because that's where I bought it. Ravelry.
Joanne.
Rose.
Portland.
Let's see. Would it be in my library or in my projects? Let's look up Rose City and see if it's there. Nope, that's not right. Okay, search. There it is. Rose City Yarn Crawl Mystery Crochet Along.
Linda wants to know if it's all one color.
It was, okay. It says, oh, it starts January 15th. And then it's every wait a minute, I gotta get my other calendar. Hi, Sue. July, August, September, October, April, January.
You have a weird calendar.
January 15th. Okay, so it's every Wednesday for 5 weeks. there's a Zoom meeting every Wednesday for 5 weeks. And
Well,
I
that's
want to
not
say
too
it
bad.
was it was either $6 or $8. It didn't cost very much. Because I'm a cheapskate and okay, supplies. Okay. It says fingering, but I talked to Jennifer and she said DK was fine. Because I ain't doing fingering. Although I'm doing just fine with fingering for this thing. And I'm actually enjoying myself. Don't tell anybody.
We won't, just between you, me, and 3,000 viewers, but no
Okay.
one else.
Message from the designer. Inspired by the shape of spiral arms of a galaxy, the asymmetrical, it's a shawl. It's a shawl, y'all.
Yeah.
The asymmetrical spiral reality shawl is full of interesting textures and color changes. All of these stitches are approachable for brave beginners and will be interesting enough for advanced crocheters as well, with color changes and texture changes. Now I'm scared.
Does she specify what yarns she wants you to use?
The shawl is named for the way galaxies don't orbit in perfect concentric circles, but are imperfect in the way their orbits align. Oh, Cheryl, you have to do this with me. I'm scared. Okay, yarn. Fingering weight yarn. I'm doing whatever I just said. DK.
Okay.
Main color, 800 yards, 200 grams. So that's 2 skeins-ish. Contrast color, 1. So you need 3, 2 of one, 1 of another. And Jennifer said to use solid or semi-solid for your main color and something with a high contrast. You could use a variegated or something like that for your contrast. Solid, semi-solid, tonal, or lightly speckled yarn will give you the best results. Look for a medium to high contrast between the two. If you squint, you can see a big difference. Variegated yarn will not bring out the best in the pattern.
Julian Jensen, Portland, Oregon.
So there's a meetup every week.
I know I have the yarn already.
Well, and I just got some yarn from somebody who was going out of business. I got some hand dyeds, and I mostly bought DKs, which is over there, and I haven't opened. But I'm afraid I don't think any of them were solids. I think all of them were.
I wonder how the Premier Gradient would go. You know how it goes from like purple, then down to really, really, really pale, and then had, say, like, well, if you're doing it in the blues, they have red as a contrast color.
Okay, here's some suggestions for yarns. One lady used the Fiber Company Lore and an alpaca. Somebody else used a Sport Weight Semi-Solid and Mountain Color Tango Foot. Somebody else used a DK and a sock. This one used Comfy DK. A lot of people are using DK. I think DK is fine. Malabrigo. An Malabrigo Ultimate Sock. Premier Fingering. Rowan Felted Tweed and Madeline Tosh Twisted Light. Maringo Super Sock. I think, yeah. Okay, so, and then there's a swatch. All right, we're fine. We can do this. Cheryl, we can do this. Okay, so we got the
Help! Send help! Get me out of this!
So anything I sign up for, Cheryl signs up for. That's how this goes. Oh, yeah. The little baby sock. You got to help me get through that.
Oh, okay.
Where is that at? That's over here. I got 1.5 days of it done.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my baby sock.
Cute.
It's as far as I got on that.
I made a little knitted sock it was green and it had white, like Christmassy type thing on it. And I have to run, Amy. Yes, I sent it to Amber, but it was a one of a kind. I didn't write the pattern down for it, but from memory, it was really cute. And I think you would have liked it. In 2 colors, so with a little bit of a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Green and white, I think it was. That was a couple of years ago.
So I'm trying to remember when everybody else got a crochet hook. What did you get? Oh, I remember. Never mind. I remember now. See, I am so good to you guys. Okay. So we got that make along. And we got that little baby sock. No, it's a ornament sock, we'll call that. And what else? What else can you guys think of before I find my actual list?
I remember at the beginning of the year too.
Uh-oh.
I think it was the beginning of this year. You were going to do a gnome doorstopper.
Oh, the wedding present that we can't say the words out loud, but you know what it is.
Oh, yes.
Crap. The wedding present. Okay. Let's go over here. I have to do a chicken. I just got what's the word when somebody hires you to do something? I got to make a chicken.
Commissioned?
Yeah, that's the word. Okay, here's my. Oh, we finished the anthology. Oh, I have to mail my elfin squares, and then I'm going to have to sew together the elfin squares that I get. So I'm just going to put finish elfin squares.
Were the elfin squares supposed to be out?
The deadline got postponed twice now.
Oh, okay. Is Canada Post still on strike?
They just got on strike a couple of days ago.
Our Australia Post has been saying for the last couple of weeks that they're not sending parcels to the US at the moment, sending mail to the US.
Your guys' is?
Yep.
Linda, wash your mouth out with soap. I'm going to delete that before Cheryl sees it.
There, yes.
No, actually, I am waiting for Cheryl to come up with the rectangle shawl. She was going to rewrite the pattern into a rectangle shawl.
Yes, I do. It's not going to be hard. I'm working on the stitch count at the moment. I know what the multiple is, but I just have to see that it works. So doing a small one like scarf width, and then make that the bigger one.
I got a break on that. However, we do have what's the name of that? It's not wheat. It was the sweater. Harvest.
Yes.
Harvest sweater. Okay, I was looking at my calendar here. I got that done. I got a lot of stuff done, more than I thought. That done. That's on my list. That got done. That got deleted. That's on my list. I have something written down that I can't read my writing. It was for June. something temp.
June this year or June next year?
This coming June. It's due in June. Something temp. I'm not doing a temperature or anything. Okay. The love blanket, which is always and forever on my list. Okay. That might be that other thing that we were just talking about. Okay, those are all done and caught up. That's done. Okay, here's our official to-do list. Oh.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh. Okay. Current whips. The wedding shawl, the baby blanket, the Alaska hat. I got one done. I had 2 written down. The Sasquatch cowl, we finished that. Boom. The Sasquatch hat, we finished that. Boom. The knit sweater. It's on our list. This is done. That's not going to happen. That happened. That's done. That's done.
Whose pattern was the Sasquatch? I can't say that word. Sasquatch. Hat and cowl. Sorry?
It's yours.
Mine?
Yeah.
Am I supposed to be doing?
No, you gave it to me. You gave me the pattern.
Did I make up the pattern?
I think so. You sent me the pattern. I made
You'll have to send it back to me because I have no memory of it.
You sent me the pattern and it was handwritten and it was the same as one of the scarfy things that you were making.
Oh, is that the was I doing it in blues?
You had 3 or 4 going at the same time and I picked one of the ones that you were doing.
Okay, you'll have to send it back to me. I've got no idea which one it is.
See, Linda, thankfully my calendar has 24.
Yeah.
24 months. Okay, but we finished the gumball, we finished the anthology, we finished the iris, we finished the spring Afghan. See, we did finish some things. Okay, these are the things that I wrote down that have not got accomplished. Let's see what they are. All right. This is the list of things that they're on hold.
Okay.
They're on hold for now. The baby dress, we know it's going to get frogged and it's going to get repurposed. Cheryl's shawl, we're waiting for the new pattern. The love blanket, which you guys have never even heard of because it was a wedding present that was supposed to have been done 1.5 years ago. The Sholach blanket that I think I've got 1 row done on. Maybe 2. And that's another mosaic. Then it's I was going to say knit cowl, and I was going to say I finished it, but this is a different knit cowl. This is a, and I don't even know where it is now because it used to be right there, but it isn't right there anymore. This is a beautiful two color. Okay. Oh dear. We'll talk to you later, Pinky. You hold. They taught me to hold one color in one hand, one color in the other hand. Do. And I started it not this year at the Yarny Social, last year at the Yarny Social. The Fair Isle Christmas stocking that we just discussed. The Sophie Universe that we just discussed. The fruit garden.
Oh, yes. I remember Dana's fruit garden was beautiful.
I'm not sure where it is. Could be out in the motorhome. The Malabrigo shawl, which you guys don't even really probably know about. Do you remember that, Cheryl?
I do remember that one. That was before the fire.
The fire.
Started. You
Yeah.
had 1 week
So
done.
we had 1 week in on the Malabrigo shawl, and then they had the fire at the yarn store. So I got this much done, and then there was the fire, and of course I never went back to it. It was funny because one of the gals that's in my Wednesday knit group, I originally met her at the yarn store. And she, of course, finished that because she's a phenomenal knitter. She's one of those make a pair of sock a week kind of knitters. And, And we were talking about the Malabrigo shawl, and I said, yeah, mine's balled up in the corner. And I was thinking perhaps I would bring it in because I told her I had struggled with the pattern because the pattern isn't written well. And she said, yeah, she knew it wasn't written well, and that the only reason she got through it was because she sat through the Zoom calls.
Right.
And I thought, well, maybe I could take it in and sit next to her during knitting group, and she could, because it's really a pretty pattern. And once I got the hang of it, it wouldn't take much to get through it because it's a repeat. So that's a possible maybe. But I've got this beautiful, beautiful yarn.
I think I did download a pattern on my other computer that crashed. So I don't know if I still have it or not.
But yeah, I can send it to you. And maybe we can muddle through. Or maybe we can find another pattern in the Cascade thing.
Yes.
That we would like better. Because there's some shawls in there that I really like. And so I've got 3 skeins of gorgeous Malabrigo that I do want to do something special with. Because Malabrigo is too nice to not use. And, you know. So that's my on-hold whips. Then I have those 2 sweaters that I was just talking to Cheryl about the other day. The Hexie Cardi that I know Amber could walk me through it. And then there's a simple sweater, and I can't remember which one that I looked at the pattern, and I don't have marked in the pattern where I am. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to fix it. That might just be a tear out. Okay. And then the other side, these were future projects that I was going to do in 24.
Okay.
In order. Number 1, a bunny chicken hat. I did the bunny hat and it was too small, so I have to redo it. Didn't happen. Chicken hat didn't happen. Gonna knit Cheryl's sweater. It's already been moved to the new list. And the muscle bra hat, which is still a want to, but it's pretty low on the list.
Which is that one?
That's the one that the muscle brow hat. It's basically a tube.
Oh yes, I don't like that.
And then I don't know why.
I don't like that one.
I don't know why I think I need to do that. That would be a good one to take on the cruise with me. because it's just round and round and round and round and round.
Yeah. One that I really enjoyed doing just recently is Crystal's. It's got a spiral looking at the top, but you knit it flat and then you seam it up.
Crystal doesn't
Yep,
knit.
they did that. No, it's crochet,
Oh, okay.
but it's flat. Sorry, it's crocheted flat as a rectangle, but it's got a different shape. It tapers at the top. So it's still flat at the top.
Mm-hmm.
I have done it, but it's not in this room.
We'll have to look at it.
Called? Yeah, it really comes up nice in any yarn, whether it's variegated, whether it's solid.
That's nice.
Yes. A lot of people on her page said that it turned out too big, following her directions and her yarn and her short row. Yeah, it was a short row one. No, not the Tam style one. I think that's the latest one she's put up. Hi, Jet.
Jet, did you see the message I sent you today? Let me see if I can find that muscle burl. Of course, I've got it in my thing. I've got to spell it right, though, or you can't. That is the one thing about Ravelry. I think it was a text.
This is the hat of.
Oh, look at that! That's beautiful.
It was so easy as well. So easy. I'll see if I actually. She's been putting out a lot of hats lately, and I've been liking them because being summer here, they're easy. You don't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Well, this one's not as big at the moment, the blanket, but yeah, just pop over here. Sorry if it looks like I'm doing weird things. Why is it you can never find things?
Oh, tell me about it. There it is. So, yeah, that's the muscle borrow hat.
Ooh, let me come back. Oh yeah, doesn't do much for me.
I don't know why I'm so, because there's nothing to this hat. Jet. Carry. Huh. I did.
He's been wondering what that beanie was called. It's just the short row beanie on Crystal's side. And someone was saying it was too long. Like Crystal's got a 2-inch turn-up brim on it. Mine worked out perfectly, so I think I just fluked it because so many are saying it's too big, it's too long. And someone wanted to know how to get the length right for her grandson or her son, I think. So she'd already made one, it was too long. So I said, well, just count where he wants it, count off that many stitches and shorten it by that much. Like, so say it came to here, the brim, and he only wants it here, count out how many stitches are in that part, take that off your starting chain. But it's a really easy pattern. I liked it. Yay, Sue finished a knitting project.
Oh,
I like
good
to have
job,
a
Sue.
knitting.
Okay.
I like to have a knitting one and a crochet one going.
And then I've
So
got
with my hands.
that
Sorry?
snowfall on the Bowery shawl that I was supposed to finish on the cruise, and I don't know what I've done with that. And I promised Mr. a vest.
Another vest.
Yes, and I've got his one sock done.
Oh, and you have the pattern to do the other
I
one.
found the
don't you?
pattern. When I was cleaning and straightening, I found the pattern. So I feel like I can do this. I still don't. Oh. So again, we've got that lady that's super good with socks, and she can probably help me with that weird thing on the inside.
The seam from picking up the stitches, probably
Yeah.
because you picked up the stitches with a thick yarn.
I think I
That's
did.
the worsted weight.
I don't know if I picked it, and she can probably tell me if I picked them up wrong or if it's just because the yarn is so thick. And looking at it now, it doesn't. Oh yeah, it does. It looks terrible. I mean, look at that ridge. Nobody could wear that. You couldn't wear that against your foot. You'd have to. I mean, if you wore them inside out, it'd be fine.
Yeah.
It would be fine. But with his diabetes, there's no way he could wear that on his foot. But this is a decent looking sock for my first one.
It looks like a sock.
It looks like a sock.
Don't ask for more than that.
Yeah. So there's that. And it was right here where it belongs with my pretty polar bear peekaboo bag.
Cute. What's the lining fabric? It was just black, is it? The lining?
Yeah. It's black with kind of a black and white sort of in and out. Just sort of which one to work on for how long? Well, Linda, it just kind of depends. Part of it depends on deadlines. Part of it depends on the mood that I'm in. Part of it depends on part of it depends on what is portable and what is not. Surprisingly, the wedding shawl is the most portable project that I have right now. If anybody does not have their numbers in bingo, you need to go to the bingo video that has me with the little yellow bunny. That's the last bingo video. Make sure you go get your numbers in and make sure you come to tomorrow night's bingo. You will be very happy that you did. Live chat. I'm not sure what that means. Not the last bingo that we did, the bingo video where it says to put your numbers in. Let me see if I can pull it up. Oh, I know. I can do that here. Robbin. How do I do that? Videos. Not that one. This, and then this. Videos. Here we go. This one. Copy. Share. Copy. Live. Where are we? No. There we are. Boom. Okay, so that's the video. The one I just posted is the one you want to go to, and make sure you got your numbers in there. And then I'll get them entered in the morning. Yeah, so Mr. will have one warm foot. Ooh, and then there's the Falling Leaves Rowana. And I don't know where that yarn is. See, I had all this yarn ready to go when I went on that last cruise because I took all those projects with me. So they've got to be out in the motorhome. The Highland Cow, which is another huge blanket.
Oh, yes. That's a mosaic one, isn't it?
Mhm. Another mosaic.
Mm.
I don't even know what those words mean. Lace weight shawl.
Sorry,
Oh,
what-
oh. The shawl that we bought yarn for at the Yarny Social, and this is the new one for tomorrow. It's the last one of this round. And then remember we were trying to come up with a pattern for that yarn that we won, a poncho for that yarn that I won.
Yes, I do.
So I have a few too many projects.
Just a few.
Again.
And that's without any new fun stuff, really.
Yeah.
Other than the harvest sweater and the Rose City make along, every single thing on this list is a carryover. And some of them are carryovers from last year. Most of these were carryovers from 23. But they're all still things I want to do. Mostly. Plus, I want to learn more socks. Oh, I forgot the biggest one, which I'm going to announce tomorrow. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek. This is a sneak peek for those of you who are here. This is a sneak peek. Because, I mean, it's not really an announcement because we've talked about it multiple times. But let's write it down before I forget. Officially, and I thought it was going to be in January, but it could be in February. It's probably going to be in February. We're going to do a crochet along. We're going to do that sock crochet along. Just the socks. Cheryl's laughing at me.
I'm crying because I know I'll get sucked into it too.
Oh, absolutely. You're absolutely sucked into it. But we're blaming Deb this time. We're blaming Deb this time. We're going to use fingering weight yarn, and we are making crocheted socks. Should only take us a few days.
Yeah.
Deb did hers. She did hers in about 2.5 days. So, and the reason I say February is because I want to do a set first and then do them. I want to do a pair before we actually do it.
Oh, I see.
No, not for tomorrow, Linda. Tomorrow's the last bingo of the old set. Yeah. But we found a pattern. And the reason we're super excited is because we finally found a pattern that works up really well in crochet as actual socks, not slippers.
Right.
And that's why we're super excited. So,
yes, because I've heard that crochet socks are not that comfortable on the
correct. Correct.
All
and
of the feet.
Mm-hmm. And Deb has already made them up, and she said they're wonderful.
Oh.
So I could probably show you her pictures. Maybe. Let's see if I can find them.
I may have tore a toenail off.
Deb.
Thinking about them.
And it's easy to adjust if you want long. She did basically a crew sock. But I'm going to do mine. I want a little bit more of a little bit higher of a anklet type thing.
Mm.
Oh, there's a new baby. And of course, I'm going to be using Sasquatch yarn for mine. I've got my yarn sitting right over here. Oh, don't fall down. There goes my calendar. There's my hat. Let's try my hat. Oh, we're getting close. We're getting close. Now I'm seeing the things she made after she made the socks. Yeah, I know there's a way, but I don't know how to do it. So. Socks, socks, socks. There was a lot of discussion about socks. There's the pattern we're going to use. The pattern was either $4 or $5. It was not very much. Okay. These are the socks that she made. So she made shorty socks as well. She had a very...
I see there's two. I thought that looks really, really thick, but it's two, one on top of the other. I see.
Yeah, yeah. And she had a very specific color set that here it is on the hoof. She had a very specific color. Oh, and now Miss Amber also makes crocheted socks. She's been doing that for years. So, and here you can see
a fingering weight that Deb used there.
Yeah, this is a fingering weight.
Okay.
So you can see there that it's much thinner than it looked when it was laying there. So, well, hello, Stellar.
Hi, Stella.
She had no problem getting, I can't remember. Yeah, we're going to do the shorty socks with the 100 grams. I will have her weigh those socks and see how much yarn she used for that pair of shorty socks. Plus, like I said, I'm making mine first, so I'll know exactly how much it used. And I'm going to split my yarn in half, 50-50, so I will also know where I'm at as I'm making them. I plan on making, so, you know, I'm going to go 2 at a time, even though, you know, you can't, it's not like when you knit 2 at a time, but I'll probably do a little bit of one and then a little bit of the second one, maybe the toe and then the instep and then the heel. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But I can't imagine it would take more than 100 grams of fingering weight yarn. 100 grams of fingering weight yarn is a lot of yarn.
It is.
But I'll contact her in the morning and see if I can get her to weigh those. And we were talking right before. Yep. So Amber makes hers at the same time. So that's a little thing we're going to be doing. Let's just plan on February. Because I know my especially if we're doing that shawl in January, there's no way in heck I'm going to be able to get. And I still want to get the better part of this finished in January. And I cannot work as much as I want to with this shoulder. Oh my gosh.
Oh, excuse me.
So, Miss Cheryl, you don't typically join us for bingo, right?
I don't usually, and I do. This is the longest I've sat for days.
So much to do.
I think My son's coming up tomorrow. Well, they get a half day at work tomorrow, so he's coming up from Brisbane then. The house is more or less whip through once more with a vacuum cleaner, it'll be fine. And I've done all my shopping. I did that this morning before I came here, so that's all done. So maybe I'll try. I think it's God. What time is it your time?
4:30. Let me look for you. Let me look and see. Well, it is posted, so you can look and see what time it is your time.
Okay, yeah. I know it's in the morning. It's usually maybe 10.
Oh, that wouldn't be bad because at one point you were getting up at 1 in the morning, but I think that was our morning.
Yes, that was the morning thing. That was this sort of thing when we're doing the shawl knit-alongs.
Hello, Steve. So yeah, make sure you join us tomorrow night, or I hope you'll join us tomorrow night. Obviously, I can't.
I shall try.
Yeah, no, you got company and stuff, so.
Oh, he won't be here till after that. He won't be here till because it takes probably 2.5, 3 hours to drive. They've got a half day, so he finishes at 12:30. He's not going to get here till late afternoon, maybe just in time for tea, for dinner. If he doesn't stop on the way.
Yeah.
And I imagine Christmas Eve, it's going to be crazy on the roads.
Yeah. How long will he get to stay?
He could have stayed till the 5th of January.
Oh.
They have, where he works, they block off a week and a half over Christmas that they close down. And last year was his first year there. He was on skeleton stuff, so he started earlier than everyone else. Started back. And but this year he's not, so he's not skeleton staff. But he said he thinks he might apply for it because that gives him a bit more pay, but it also adds on to his holidays as well. And he's got some places he wants to go during his holidays. He'll take, say, 3 or 4 days here and there, and he'll fly down to Melbourne for a concert, or he'll fly to Sydney for a concert and all that sort of thing. He's really into concerts.
Very nice.
So he'll probably stay until he would start back on the 2nd, so he'll probably stay till New Year's, maybe. But you know how it is with kids when they're unattached, they just stay home. Like to stay home and like to get pampered by mom. Worry about meals or cooking them or doing your washing when you're at home. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
So I thought I might make a Biscoff cheesecake.
Ooh.
I really like Biscoff biscuits, and they've been around years and years and years, but not in Australia. And it's only this year that I tasted them, and they're my favourite all-time biscuit. And then a friend of mine said she made a cheesecake with Biscoff spread.
That sounds wonderful.
So that's going to be our Christmas centerpiece this year. Yeah. Hopefully.
We're going to my grandson's for breakfast Christmas morning, and I got in charge of the mimosas because Mr. You guys don't know yet, and you'll hear about this tomorrow night too. Mr. got hurt, and so I'm hurt. Mr.'s hurt. It's a nightmare around here. So he's so my grandson said, "All right, you're in charge of mimosas." So we're bringing the champagne and the juice, and they don't typically have us cook anyway because those two are such good cooks. And I so look forward to whatever they make. She bakes, a phenomenal baker. They're both very good cooks. Last year we brought cut up melon. That was our, that was what
I usually get things like that too, the bread or the drinks, because I travel. So, taking your prawns along isn't really good when they're coming from 3 hours away.
Yeah, not so much. Yeah.
Sam, yes, this cheesecake has the Biscoff spread in it. I haven't tried it yet. And I figured the spread goes in with the cream cheese and the
Oh,
extra cream as well. It's got like 5 ingredients. It sounds so simple. So,
I
yes.
think Morgan needs to make that for us.
Mm.
Do you make cheesecake?
It's not a baked one, so I like baked cheesecakes as well, but this is just set in the fridge.
I think she's going to have to make that for us. I think you're going to have to share that recipe because I know we can get that Biscoff stuff. She's been making focaccia bread for us. Oh,
Nice.
it is so good. When we both got COVID right there, she was feeling better before I was, but still not great, not well enough to go out amongst people. And she started making focaccia bread. And so we get that about once a week now. It is so good. So the other day when I went to my Christmas party, she made that for me to take.
Oh, nice.
And they're like, you didn't make this. No, I did not. It is still and forever. Probably 30 years ago, I made chocolate. Oh, what is it called?
Chocolate crackles for the Aussies out there.
Oh my gosh, I cannot think of even what it is. It's
bread
pudding. Bread pudding. I made a chocolate bread pudding, and I took it to our Christmas party at work. It was so horrible. It was so horrible. To this day, they're still talking about my chocolate bread pudding. And I even made it a second time. I'm like, there's no way it could be that terrible. What did I do? I made it again, and it was just as horrible. So that's when I started getting assigned paper plates and napkins or chips. But
Sky, the
telling
peanut
me
butter sounds good too.
yeah, or I'll assign him something to make. But so when I told them I was baking that, they're like, no, you didn't make this. We know better. We know better. Tasmanian sea scallops. That sounds interesting. Sounds like something I wouldn't make.
Oh, you don't have to make them. You catch.
Cheryl is assigning you to make cheesecake.
Yes. That sounds very simple. So, and you can make part of it like the day before and then just put the final layer on. So I guess it doesn't go soggy or stiff or chewy, which I like as well.
Linda made a German chocolate inside out cake in a bundt. So how? So is the German chocolate like in the middle? Ooh, 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 like a filling? Ooh, ooh.
Oh, like a saucy thing in the middle of like an big oozy donut.
No, she says no. But that's what we want, Linda.
Yeah,
I think that's what we want. Man.
Inside out cake.
Chocolate ripple cake. Those same friends who are phenomenal bakers, they make for me a chocolate pecan pie. So good. So good. 5 ingredients for. Oh, I think we need that recipe, Linda.
I need that recipe.
I don't have a bundt pan. I don't have a bundt pan.
We can buy a butt pan.
Stick a tin can in the middle and of a regular cake pan.
Oh, Stellar's got, yep. No relatives for you. You get to stay home by yourself and have a nice quiet Christmas. Yeah, we're good for 90 days. I think our 90 days is roundabout up, but
For what?
well, for COVID, she just tested positive. We got ours 2 weeks after 2 weeks after the Yarny Social. Chocolate ripple cake, 2 ingredients. Ripple wine and ice.
No, I don't know that one.
It might my toes turn purple.
It looks pretty. Oh, it's pretty swollen. Okay, guys, gotta go. Gotta go be Nurse Robbin here.
Okay.
It's been grand. We'll see you guys tomorrow night at 4:30.
Yes.
If you have not signed up for bingo, go do it. This is your last chance to do so. Ripple biscuits from
Yes.
interesting.
Yes, I do know.
Linda, send me your recipe for German chocolate cake. And I will, anybody else who's got great, interesting, easy recipes. Cheryl, I want your recipe. Don't go, Cheryl. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't.
Bye. Have a great Christmas, everyone. If I don't talk to
Sam,
you tomorrow.
go sign up for bingo. Bye. See you guys tomorrow.